Yo people, what going on? Don't know, it's the King Boss. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some Zim Matrix random gameplay from about 3 or 4 games. Spoiler alert, keyboard and mouse does not make me a better player. Well, the first game I'm going to show is Apex Legends. As you can see, I'm trying to use the pistol here to kill that dummy. I did that successfully. The next thing I did in this game, now keep in mind, this game is the PS5 version. So the PS5 version of every game I've tested works perfectly fine so far. I don't have many PS5 games to be fair, but this is one of them. First person shooter works perfectly fine. I went to the top of this hill just to try out my sniper rifle, just to show you guys how accurate it would be. Now, I know this is not a moving target, and I'm still 100% a horrible shot, but I wanted to show just how it looks and how it moves. And I think at some point in this section of the video, I scope, I think it's here, and I just move my reticule around the enemy, just to show how easy it would be to get back to centering and shooting. And see, perfectly fine. Now, as I was saying before, this is the PS5 version of the game. The Zim Matrix has solved the PS4, PS5 issue where you had to use a different controller. You had to make sure it was a third-party controller. Any PS5 game. I've tried quite a few random PS5 games. I don't know how to play them, so I didn't show them here. And they all worked perfectly fine. I've tried about 3 or 4 of them, perfectly fine. This is when I actually figured out that there's a shooting challenge in the game. I didn't know Zim Apex is not Zim Apex, sorry. Apex Legends, not Zim Apex, but Apex Legends is not my type of game. It's not a game I would play, only if I could play with friends only. I found out there was a shooting challenge, didn't know anything about it before, stumbled across it, and this is what I was able to do with my mouse and keyboard very first time. Again, I'm not the quickest person in the world. I'm an old man at this stage, but I think I did pretty okay for a first time of going into this game. And try again, this is just training. There are no enemies, no moving targets yet, but did pretty alright. I think that was the only one I missed, the one that was just on screen there, but everything else I did hit. I think after this I moved on to using the bow. So this is the bow that they have here, and I'm going to shoot that thing up there in the middle. That's going to start moving in a second. So this is me again, just showing you how it would look. So I'm moving my reticule around the enemy just to show how easy it would be to center, again how quickly it does work. The mouse I'm using, I've got 3 mice actually. So I have, let me look for them quickly. I have a Logitech G400 that's about 10 years old but works really well. I don't remember the DPI of that one exactly, but I think it's about 3600. I have another Logitech which I got for my birthday last year. I believe it's the G203, which works very well as again. The last one I have, surprisingly, is a Silvercrest one. This is one that I got from Lidl. So yes, Lidl, that supermarket that sells really cheap stuff. They sell random electronic stuff as well. They have a gaming mouse, a gaming keyboard, and a gaming trackpad. So I managed to get the gaming mouse, which is 7200 DPI, and it actually has on there, on the actual mouse itself, a way to increase and decrease the DPI on command, so while you're playing it. But in any case, this now is The Division 2, not a game I would have played by myself, but a friend of mine told me to get it. This is me here not remembering which button I bound to the keyboard, so I was pressing space because for some reason in my head this feels like Gears of War, where you have a cover system, you have to jump over things, you have to sprint in a certain way, so it felt like Gears. So I was pressing spacebar for it because that's what I used to play Gears. But for me, I think I bound left control to crouch, and crouch is going to be the same for jumping over things. My accuracy was decent-ish. Again, I'm probably playing on normal or easy here, so nothing crazy, nothing serious, but it was decent enough to get through the stage. Same enemy, a slightly different area. This is where I tried out the shotgun, didn't work very well, but hey, I went back to my rifle, and that made quick work of this enemy here. Again, this is the PS5 version. It works perfectly fine. And just a heads up as well, the Xbox games have always worked. I think Zim did a really well. It's called the Xbox input machine, isn't it? So they already perfected Xbox. Xbox didn't have any encrypted input, so that was no issue. Keeping in mind, on my PS5 here, I am not using Ethernet on the PS5. I'm using Ethernet to connect my Zim Matrix, but I'm not using Ethernet to connect my PS5. So my PS5 is actually running off Wi-Fi. So this is Wi-Fi on the PS5 and Ethernet on the Zim Matrix. And I think this is doing pretty well, to be fair. Now, if you do connect your PS5 to your Ethernet, to your router, your latency should be a lot lower. So this again is all via the network, and I didn't feel any latency, but I have a pretty decent router I got from Virgin, the company. But if you feel like when you're playing it, oh, there's a bit of lag, there's a bit of latency, the first thing you should do by default, you should connect the PS5 to the same router or switch or whatever you have, and then also connect your Zim Matrix to the same router or switch, and your latency should drop like crazy, because wireless is normally going to add latency, more latency than wired in most cases. And I think the cable I have was even a Cat 5 or Cat 5e cable, so nothing crazy, nothing like Cat 6 and above. Very simple, very easy. Now the game I'm playing now is Days Gone, not DayZ, but Days Gone. This is a PS4 game, so I could have used the controller method that worked with the PS4 games. However, this is 100% Zim Matrix gameplay. Everything here is running off my Zim Matrix, or running with my Zim Matrix. It feels good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy. To be fair, I haven't actually tested any of the other features, so I do need to maybe install a game on my PC. And then what I'll try and do is use my controller on my PC, because that's the thing that works as well. Someone asked a really good question in the comments earlier, where it was, if I use my Zim Matrix on my PC, will my PC see it as a controller and enable the auto aiming thing, where not auto aim, but auto tracking, where you don't have to aim as precisely? I think that would work, and I don't know, this is my theory, I haven't tried it yet. I think it would work because the Zim Matrix would show up to your PC as a controller. So whatever settings or whatever capabilities your controller has or had should be present there as well. So if it's auto, I think it's auto aim, where you just aim your thing and it just clicks onto an enemy straight away, you don't have to actually move much. I think that should be there as well. I am going to test it. As soon as I can release more information, I will release more information. I'm going to let this video play for another 30 seconds or a minute. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. And I do have more gameplay stuff coming out. I cannot give any details on the Zim Matrix. Made a promise, have to keep the promise. As soon as I am able to give more information, as soon as I'm able to give you more details, I 100% will. I'll put the link in the description of where you can buy it. I'll do everything I can. So thank you for watching, and peace.